How are you this evening?
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing That's when I feel like
What you mean by that?
um I still have the pains. The pains are still here and oh yeah, the pains are still here and I'm trying my best.
Okay.
That's all I can say. I'm trying my best.
Well, that's good, and I'm really excited for you coming in today, and I'm glad that you could make it.
Thank
So
you.
last week we talked about you meeting with your PCP. One of our goals was for you to make your appointment with your PCP, and discuss some of the options and things that you could do to deal with your menstrual cycle. How did that go?
So I went there and the wait was long. The wait was long, but it was informational. The doctor told me a whole lot about the different prescriptions and stuff, different medications to help me with my issue. We went over a whole lot of symptoms about each prescription. We talked about the side effects of a lot of those prescriptions. We talked about the percentile of women taking it and stuff, and their success rate with their medications and stuff, and how they were successful in their bodies and stuff like that. We talked about the complaints about it because I had a whole lot of questions asked them. So we each one of them little subjects is me asking them about it, the successful ratings, anybody getting addicted to them. I talked to them about and the cost of each medication as well. And that's mainly it.
Okay. So how did you feel about taking the medication after, talking to your doctors and going over, symptoms and stuff like that? How did you feel coming out of that?
I felt a tiny bit of relief, just tiny bit, but I'm still very hesitant on taking the medications. It just seems like the fear is just still there, and it's still prominent, it's still big, and I'm just trying to get rid of it, just trying to.
Okay, so why? Kind of explain to me, like, why is that fear still so big? Because the one thing you told me, not knowing about the medicine was one of the biggest things and issues, or why you had it. So since you discussed that with the doctor, like, why do you still kind of have that fear there?
I guess it's still there because of the fact that, like, I'm thinking about, like, my past history and why the people that I've encountered in my past, how they was addicted to drugs, and I'm still sitting there like, okay, I'm thinking about them getting on prescription drugs, the addiction and stuff, and I'm sitting here like, okay, I might be getting addicted to the drugs. It's just like how they was. And I'm like, it's like, should I take it? Should I not? You don't want to be like them, but it's like, you got pains, girl, and you need to do something about it. And it's like this.
So even though, you were slightly relieved, that past history is still eating at you, still, giving you that doubt and that fear. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, so when we think about taking medicine, how does that make us feel? Like, I know it makes you say you make it feel fearful, but kind of what's your perspective on it?
My perspective on it is that it's just something that I'm just just terrified to do. I try my best to try to think on it, think real good on it. But it's just like, just something keep the stuff keep coming back. It keeps coming back. And my perspective is like, I need this. But you're gonna get addicted, and that's not good. It's not good at all.
So when you think about medicine, you automatically think, hey, I'm going to get addicted to it. Or the people I know got addicted, I'm going to have it. So when we think of like that, let's think of it like a positive. Let's change the way we think about it.
Okay.
Okay, so do you know anyone who hasn't been addicted to drugs?
I know a couple people. I know a friend of mine in my class, my classroom, one of my classes. She has a similar problem to me, and we was talking and discussing, joking about it a little bit, but she's not addicted at all. She's not addicted. She's like, she tried to think about it in a different way, saying that, it helps the body, it helps this and that. It makes you feel better and stuff like that. So I know her. I know another female in another classroom that I have that's like off campus or whatever, and she, goes through the same thing. And she was thinking that she was gonna get addicted as well, but she didn't. So I look at them and I'm like, that's a glimmer of hope, a glimmer.
So that makes you feel good. Like, hey,
yes,
maybe,
I do feel good.
Maybe let's look at it like, hey, I know all these people that have died from addiction or, taking prescription, but I also know a lot of people who haven't. And we got to look at that and we got to think of some of the positive things to it. Okay. And we also discussed last week ways that people can become, addicted to drugs. And some of those things were taking more than what the doctor prescribed, or take a prescription that's not for you, or things like that. Do you feel like those would be issues for you? Do you have that fear that those might become issues for you?
No, I feel like the fear is like a how you say it? What word I want to use? Like a barrier. Let me say it like that. Like a barrier. Like it's like, okay, since you don't want to get addicted to drugs, you can't like how you say, just I don't know, overdose on it, because I'm like, okay, I probably take the bare minimum. I probably don't take all of it or a little bit above it or whatever, because like I'm too scared. I'm too scared.
Okay, and I'm glad that you see it. Like you think like, hey, those aren't issues for me. I'm going to probably take less than what is prescribed. And sometimes we might not have that problem then. Let's look at it like that. Hey, I don't have to worry about, taking more than was prescribed, because I know how that has affected other people that I know. You got to look at it like that. Like, we know the signs. We know the signs. We always keep those signs, those signs in the back of our mind when we're deciding to do that. So how you feel about that? How does that make you feel? Knowing, some of those things.
It do make me feel good. Like now that I'm you bring it to light that perspective and stuff that, since I'm, in so many words, since I'm so scary, I can't get addicted because I'm too scared to do that. But I'm happy that I'm not gonna like fall into that gap of like, okay, you could possibly be like a little druggie or something like that. Because I ain't never thinking about it that way. I mean, I knew it was a barrier, but I thought it could be like a bad barrier. But, you bring it to like that perspective, like that's like a good thing. That's like a good thing, to help me out.
Like it's a good thing. But I'm not saying that you're scared. I'm just saying like you're self-aware. You're self-aware. Like, I know these things. I know these signs. I do have this fear, but the spirit could probably, help me. I'm not going to take more than what is prescribed. I'm going to take what is prescribed,
Yes.
Okay. We also discussed coming up, bringing our grades up.
Yes.
Okay, and one of our goals was to meet with your teachers and schedule a date. How did that go?
It went good. It went good. We did a couple of homework assignments and stuff, a couple of little sessions, little tutoring sessions, a couple of uplifting little sessions within that little session. And it was nice. It was nice for the first time, going around and stuff. And I liked it. I liked it. I did.
And you think this is something that may continue?
I will continue to go back because I need these grades to bump up.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad that you're motivated and you're finding things that work and continue doing it. Yes. Okay, we also said that we were going to
do hot showers.
Hot showers.
So the showers, they're helping. But the pain's still there. Yes, indeed. But it's relieving me some.
Okay.
So
were you able to go to class more, or
I was able to go to class
a
little bit more.
Okay.
I'm still missing some. I will not lie, but I'm still up and able to get ready to get out and try to do some things. So I'm still a work in progress. I'm still working.
See, now we're making progress. We're finding little things that work with us.
Yeah.
And we're doing things to help. And we see that progress. How does it make you feel?
It makes me excited for the future.
Okay.
It truly do. It truly do.
Okay. So we also discussed some of your support systems.
Mm-hmm.
You said that your mom, was there. Your mom would be the person who makes sure you only take what is prescribed. How did that conversation go? Did she agree?
She agreed.
She agreed. And y'all talked about how that would work.
Yes, she will monitor what's going on, and she will, watch out for anything, and she just be a little overseer, and that's what it is.
Okay. And you also said those friends you have, they got some good grades. How did that work? How would we be able to use that?
When I talked to them, they said they're gonna help me.
Okay.
They said whatever I need, just ask, and that's what it is.
Okay. I'm glad that we're making progress, and next week we're gonna continue to focus on those goals.
Yes.
And then I'll be seeing you next week and see how we progress.